Hello everyone. Hi. Uh, Hope everyone are doing good and safe at this pandemic situation, and I think your family members also safe. So I'll pray to God to that this pandemic situation will cure, like it should recover soon, and I think you guys will return to college soon, and you'll enjoy the college days soon. So, coming on to the introduction about me. So, myself Vinod Nagarajan. I am from Krishnagiri. So, now I am currently working as a mechanical design engineer at Value India Private Limited, Chennai. I studied my graduation. I did my graduation at Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology. Actually, I'm alumni of SKCET. I did my graduation in 2014 to 18 batch in the stream of mechanical engineering. So this is a small, quick intro about myself. So I think we'll move on to the topic.
So yes, so I welcome again. I welcome all the students or all the friends, those who joined the session. Yes, so here we are with that. We are here with the topic called a successful engineer by Vinod Nagarajan. So yes, let's moving on to the topic. So quick intro about me. So myself, Vinod Nagarajan, currently working as a HVAC design engineer at Value Research and Development Center, Chennai. And this is the current working industry. This is my current working industry. And previously, I worked as a engineer trainee in service desk at Cognizant Chennai. And I also worked as a graduate apprentice training, that is GAT, in incoming quality control department at Aqua Group of Industries Coimbatore. And also I have been as a AAC, like that is associate software engineer at Accenture Bangalore. And I am alumni of SKCET, that is Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology, that is 2014 to 18 batch. And my stream of study is like B mechanical engineering. So I have been the president for the Association of Mechanical Engineers to 18. So I got an opportunity to be a president for the Association of Mechanical Engineers when I studied in SKCT. So and also coming to my final year project site, I presented my final year project at Technology Tune. So I got an opportunity from Titan Industries also. So only 50 projects got selected from all over India. So my project is also one in them. So we are proud to say that we have presented the project Titan Industries. So yes, moving on. So these are the ground rules between us. So since it is not a live interactive session, so this you can we can skip this. So guys, do you if you have any doubts, like do you feel like do you have any questions or doubts at the end of this session? So I'll give my mail ID and my phone number at the end of the slides. So you can contact me at any time. So I'll be very like I am very helpful to you guys. So don't be hesitative. So if you have any doubts, kindly get in touch with me. So guys, coming to actually joined. I think you have all joined Sri Krishna institutions, Coimbatore. So let's have a small look at our institutions, like at which portion we are in all over India. So actually, guys, the Krishna institutions ranks at 83rd rank in all over India by NIRF ranking. So this is a ranking made by NIRF. So in that we are at 83rd place, and uh, and we are also proud to say that we are the 15th best among NIRF ranked colleges in Tamil Nadu 2020. And also we can proudly say that NBA we have aggregated with the NBA approved, and also we have certified as NAC certified with the A grade, and also we have good relationships with Ministry of Human Resource and Development, that is MHRD. So every year they conduct Smart India Hackathon. So we are hosting the Smart India Hackathon, which is sponsored by the government of India, that is the central government. So and also we can proudly say that in every Smart India Hackathon, we are bagging up some places. Mostly the first place or second place we are bagging up. So we are also we can proudly say that also. And coming to the facilities at institutions, we have a great library, great and big library in our college. That is Venkatraman Learning Center at SKCET. I'm coming to say we have a library that is a very big library. So which has many kind of technical books as well as story books and as well as articles. You can find various articles and books over there. And also we have a good sports facilities in our college. We have volleyball team, football team, cricket team, college cricket team. So if you guys are really interested in sports, you can participate in that as well. So coming to various clubs, so we have various clubs in each and every departments. So apart from the technical side, like we have technically the Society of Automotive Engineers Club in Mechanical Engineering department, as well as the IAF club, like in the Institute of Indian Foundrymen Club, and also robotics and automation club in mechanical department. And also coming to other departments, also we have various clubs. Since I'm from mechanical department, I'm like touching up the clubs in mechanical department alone. And also we have a good gym facility at our college itself, in our college campus. And also we have a small healthcare center which is near to our gate. So in case of any emergency, we can use that. So this is a small intro about our college. Inclusions with mates. So guys, I am trying to say inclusion starts with I. So don't hesitate, guys. If you have any hesitations, like speaking with your mates or college, like since you are new to college, so if you are facing any hesitation, don't hesitate to speak with your mates. Kindly have a good rapport with your friends. Even though you people having a virtual class sessions, try to interact with your mates. Like you have your mail IDs, and you can create a group in WhatsApp as well. So you can interact in the WhatsApp groups as well. Gender doesn't matter. All are human beings. So like gender is doesn't matter, guys. So in the if you come to work, like if you're stepping into any industry, you can see here we are working as a teams. So at the end of the day, we are working as a whole team, not like differentiating in terms of genders, like male and female. So try to be interactive with all your mates. So avoid unhealthy conversations. Behave like professionals. So I think you would have understood like what I'm coming to say here. So kindly do some healthy conversations. Avoid unhealthy conversations with your friends as well as your mates. So be an active member. Try to share useful information in WhatsApp groups or emails or social media platforms. So kindly be an active member, guys. So try to share if you feel any information which is useful to others. So kindly transfer it to your friends, like in WhatsApp groups or emails or social media platforms. So try to involve in all kind of activities, not only in academics. So yes, this is the one important point. So apart from academics, so college is not like a school. So it is not like you have to mug up all the things, or and you have to write that in your board exams. It's not like that. So here you have to like you'll be preparing on your own. Apart from the classes which are taken. So you can refer, you'll be having some reference books. So in that you'll be taking some notes, and with the help of the notes you're studying for the semester exams as well. So try to involve in all kind of activities. That's not only in academics. Try to be a extracurricular member also. So try to be involved in very various clubs. As I said earlier, try to be involved in various clubs and the sports teams as well. So please be active in all those activities. So what is mean by engineering? So since it is not a live session, on a live interactive session, so I can't able to interact with you guys. So I'm really sad that we'll be having a not will not be having a live session. So okay, but it's okay. We can in future, if we get any opportunity, definitely we can do a live session with you guys. So yes, coming back to the topic, what is mean by engineering? It is nothing but application of basic sciences, guys. So in a short and crisp, I would say like it is nothing but application of basic sciences. So it is nothing but application of a physics, chemistry, and also a biological things. So that is what engineering. So yes, in engineering, so it is nothing but an imagination. After it, I would say these steps which will lead to the engineering thing innovation. So first we'll involve with imagination, and then we'll move on to realization, then implementation and reality. So engineer creates what does not exist in the world. So yes, so we are engineers, so we should think innovative, and we have to invent things, and we have to innovate things which is not present in this world. So approach for learning engineering. So yes, guys, it is not your high school anymore. So it is purely different from schools. So colleges you are following different methods to learn. In school, you'll be following like you'll be memorizing things, or you'll be studying things, and you'll be writing about board exams like that. But in college, it is not like that. You'll be per year you'll be having 2 semesters. So in that you'll be having, I think you'll be having 6 to 7 subjects, which is theory cum lab such subjects. So yes, try to be a good learner in this. So yes, so don't memorize. It is not your board exams. So guys, as I said, so this is not your board exams. So don't memorize things. So this is the approach you should follow for learning engineering. Study in a way in which you never forget the thing. So yes, guys. So don't memorize. So if your faculty is teaching any topic, so you should learn in a way that you'll never forget the topic. So ask if your faculty is teaching something. So for example, if he is teaching engineering graphics or engineering physics, so you should ask them like a question like if he's taking some topic, try to ask them in what kind of real time applications we can use this topic. So try to relate with real time examples, guys. So that is the beauty of engineering, actually, I would say. So we have a lot of examples in real-time applications. So try to ask what are the real-time examples for the topics. So definitely the faculty members would say with good examples. So should have, and coming to the next point, should have own writing skills and good listening skills. So yes, guys. So when you are attending virtual online classes, so try to take notes, guys. So it is notes taking is a very good habit. So try to take short notes during the virtual online classes. So write the sentences on your own, guys. So try to build up your writing skills as well, and also a good listening skills. So try to grasp the things which your faculty is coming to say. So those things are very important. Refer various books and learn for exams. So as I said, we have a good library system in our college campus. So you guys have to make use of that. So try to go to the library and take notes from the books. You can take that books to your
since it is in a pandemic situation. So when you are back to the college, I'm saying that you should use the library effective. You can take the reference books to yourself, to hostels or to your home. You can put entry in your library, the book which you want, so that you can take, if you're really interested to take to your home or hostels, so you can take that also by putting an entry in the library. So we have various kinds of books like reference books, articles, as I said earlier. So you can have a look on that, in which topics you are feeling very interested. You can take the books and you can study as well. And coming to the next point, guys, analyze the syllabi. So yes, as an autonomous institution, so will be framing the syllabus in collaboration with industries. So we are mainly focusing. So we are actually, the syllabus is mainly focusing to make the students industry ready person. So that's why we have introduced choice based credit system. So that is the system we are following in our college. So try to analyze the syllabus, guys. So go move on to the topics. Like for example, if you are getting any like particularly one subject, focus on the topics which you are getting in the syllabus. So if you focus on the topics, it will be very good. Like some of the topics which is very relevant to the current industrial needs, so that you'll be benefited. So in future it will be more helpful for you. So have a look on topic before the class sessions. So yes, guys, this is one of the most important point. So when if suppose for example, topic A is going to take they are going to take tomorrow in class. For tomorrow's class, a faculty is going to take, for example, a topic on A. So you should be prepared. So before getting into the class, you should be gone through the topic once, so that you can understand small things. So while reading itself, you'll be understanding some concepts from the topic. So in that live class sessions, you can ask many doubts. So if you do this kind of pre-work, it will be very good for you while you attend the classes. So moving on to next point, relate with real-time examples. So as I said earlier, if you try to reconnect with the real-time examples, it will not be forgetting. Will not forget these concepts or things in the classes while which they are taking. So try to relate with real-time examples, guys. So you can ask your faculty members where we are using these kind of topics, or where we are using this concept especially. So like that, you can ask your professors. So yeah, yes, the last point speaks that ask the professor or real-time applications of the topic. So yes, guys, you should follow this approach for learning in engineering. So yes, guys. So this presentation is mainly focusing on how you can prepare yourself for your placements, guys. So I would say it is very like they are giving this session very before, like in first year for you guys. So actually, you can plan your like career plan in third year itself. But yes, you got an opportunity in first year itself, so you can plan accordingly. So what you want to become, plan and act what you want to become. So yes, guys, so try to be more focused on what do you want to become. So guys, we have three major categories, that is campus placements, that is higher one more is higher studies, and one more is entrepreneurship. So campus placements are nothing but the students will get an opportunity to get a job offer in college campus itself. So yes, guys, I think a lot of companies. I'm thinking. I would definitely say that a lot of companies will be visiting our campus in your final year. Like when you are in the before pre-final semester of the your course. So many companies are visiting for the campus placements. So you have a bright future. So kindly make this opportunity utilizable.
And yes, coming to the next point, higher studies, going for masters or post graduation, diploma, etc. So yes, guys. So if you are really interested in higher studies, so in third year itself, you'll be getting these three topics. Like if you're interested in placements, you can opt for placements. If you're really interested in higher studies, going for higher studies, that in that also our college will help. Like if you're interested in entrepreneurship is nothing but doing a business. Like they'll be helping, like they'll be giving some tips and skills which is related to do a business on your own or without depending on others. It may like startups. Like if you want to do a startups also, definitely they'll help in that in that record also. So yes, guys, these are the most three important things which you should be you should focus on. And you should plan and act what you want to become. So you should choose yourself, guys, before itself, like what you want to become. So yes. So this presentation is mainly focusing on campus like placements, guys. So try to take notes and between. So I'll be giving up some tips also, and some like good points, so you can take note of them. So guys, campus placements actually they'll be saying us day zero and day one companies. So day zero, that is mainly focusing on product based industries. So mainly we have product based industries like Amazon, Robert Bosch, Hyundai, TVS, so Ashok Leyland. So these kind of companies will be visiting. These are the core and product based companies, so which will be visiting in final year. So this is one category. Coming to the other category, we have service based industries. So service based industries like which will be supporting to the product based industries, guys. For example, we have a good relationship with Accenture, I would say. Accenture is the most recruiting most number in recruiting in numbers, I am coming to say. So they'll be recruiting in bulk while coming to the Krishna institutions. Every year they'll be recruiting in bulk. And also Infosys, Wipro, CTS, and TCS. So these are the companies, guys, which will be definitely visiting our campus. So kindly start preparing for the placements from first year itself. So try to focus on the things which you can clear. Like you should prepare from the first year itself for clearing the placements. So you can so if you want any help, like you can approach for placement teams. Every department has placement coordinators as well, and also the faculty advisors. Like each section, you'll be having one advisor. So if you they are the first point of contact if you want anything in your college. So try to approach your advisors as well. So if you want anything, so try to be approach you guys. So you should contact your advisors as well as your placement coordinators in your department when while regarding to the campus placements. So it doesn't mean in which branch you are. You should focus on new technologies. So yes, guys, if you are really from non-circuit branches or circuit branches, it doesn't mean that. So you should focus on the new technologies which is following in the current industries. So because of the industries moving on towards the new technologies like artificial intelligence and IoT, Internet of Things, big data analytics, and also the programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, Kotlin, HTML, etc. So yes, guys. So it doesn't mean that you are from which background. Like if you are studied biology in your school, it doesn't matter. So so yes. So if you should focus on the new technologies and as well as the new programming languages. So which will be much helpful in the future for your placements as well. So guys, so So sorry guys, sorry for the interruption. So yes, come back to the topic. So yes, I'm coming to say that you should learn the new technologies or the new languages which are coming into the market. So why I'm stressing you to learn these new technologies or new languages which are in the market. So if you are like going for any service based industries or any core industries, so nowadays it is very mandatory, guys. Since revolution is going on the industry 4.0. So many of the industries will expect you to learn new technologies like artificial intelligence. So I think you guys will be having this IoT, Internet of Things, in your curriculum itself. So apart from this, you can learn many courses apart from choice-based credit system. So they are our college is offering many courses, so you can learn them as well. So you'll be getting more credits apart from this curriculum. So yes, that will be more helpful in your placement part. So companies will expect you to be good at new technologies and basic level programming languages. So yes, guys, when you go for any placements, they will definitely expect these kind of things from you. So try to learn. It is mandatory to learn these kind of things. Well, when you're from mechanical or mechatronics or civil, it doesn't matter. So you should learn new technologies since the companies are moving towards the new technologies or new languages. So it will be more helpful when you come into the placements. So yes, guys, coming to the placement process. So this is actually I'll be taking this whole thing in the while you're attending the placements. So since placement team has requested to take a session, so I'll be giving overall view what are all the process we are going to follow in the placement process. So this is a common placement process, guys, which will be following in every company. So coming to resume, first and foremost is resume writing. So resume rating is nothing but your curriculum vitae, guys. It is like nothing but your biodata. So when you go for the interview, you should go with your biodata. That is a resume. So we call that biodata is called as resume. The term which is called as your biodata is called as resume. And second is the companies will follow the online test. That is which will be consist of technical part as well as the aptitude questions. And third is mostly companies will have group discussions, GD. In short, we call it as GD, and also a technical interview, and then general HR interview. Then you will be getting the job offer. So yes, guys, coming to the resume rating, I would say that is a first meeting with you and your employer. So when you go for the interview, that is the main thing. So that will be a main first meeting with you and your employer. So that tells a great deal about you and gets you the interview. So that is also a calling card. So remember that is it should be a first impressions or the lasting ones. So guys, try to prepare your resumes in a very impressive manner. So that will be very good when you go for placements. And also it convinces your employer to that you are worth for the interview. So yes, guys, if you prepare in a very attractive manner, so that you are worth for the interview, and you are creating good impressions on yourself on the interviewer. Make it as short as you can and also crisp without sacrificing important things. So yes, guys, in detail, I'll be taking this session in third when you guys are stepping into third year second sem. So now over an overall view, I'm giving a small overall view or like what are all the placement process and how you can prepare yourself for the placements. So you achieve the greatest possible positive when you share the right information in easy read format that looks professional. So yes, guys, don't try to do the give the false information in your resume. So a professional resume should look in chronological order. The chronological order is nothing but you have to fill your educational details. Like you have to fill your college first, then your 12th, then the 10th. It should follow the upcoming, like the recent studied thing. Like when you come out of the college, you'll be the recent thing is the your BE, like BE mechanical engineering or BE civil engineering. So like that. So then you have to place your 12th, then you have to place your 10th. So this is the chronological order you should follow while you're writing your resume. So these are the sections of resume, guys. And overall, in short, I can say it should have a header, name, address. So this is actually very new things to you guys. So don't get fear and looking on to this kind of slides. So in detail, I'll be giving if you want any like suggestions or if you want any clarifications in detail, I can give you at the end of third year. So that will be more useful. In detail, I'll be giving. So that will be more useful in your placement for your placements. So now I'm giving you overall view. So coming to the sections of the resume, so it should have a header, name, address, email ID, and phone number. So objective, it should have a career objective, then your education qualifications, then your activities. Like it should contain the extracurricular activities and co-curricular activities. Then if you have any work experience, like if you have done any internships or any in-plant trainings, you can add that also. Then relevant courses, then skill sets, and then your projects. So yes, guys, when while coming to the second part, that is aptitude test. So we have saw the second part is online test. So in online test, so you'll be having two parts. One is technical part and one more is aptitude part. So in aptitude part, you'll be having three sections. That is quantitative aptitude, and one more is logical aptitude, and one more is verbal aptitude. So quants is mainly depends on your maths, guys. So that is mainly from your 10th and 12th basic maths. So in quants, you'll be having percentages, the topics which you'll be covering on quants is percentages, numbers, simple interest, profit and loss, time and work. It is like very basic things, guys. Basic maths from your 10th and 12th. That will be you'll be getting questions, these kind of questions from this topics in your plans. In logicals, in I think you'll be getting this aptitude training at the end of third year. So while you're entering for placements, our college itself will give free placement training sessions in terms of technical and also the like aptitude as well. So they'll be training you. So no need to worry on that. So they'll be train you. Definitely they'll train you and make you succeed in this. So these are the parts which you'll be getting in the like aptitude test, guys. And coming to the logical part, we have syllogism, data interpretation, number sequence, coding and decoding, clocks, blood relations. So in detail, when you're getting trainings, you'll be getting this kind of in detail. You'll be getting these topics. So now we can focus on what are all the topics like you'll be getting. So in verbal part, you will be getting synonyms, antonyms, comprehensions, spot the errors, articles, and prepositions. So while they are giving some, taking some classes, guys. So kindly follow the shortcuts given during trainings. So it will be more helpful when you come into when you're attending the aptitude test for the companies. So if you're following any shortcuts, it will be very good. So and also practice makes you to clear this step. So kindly practice, guys. So practice. Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt. So I had a call here. So sorry. So yes, guys, coming back. So practice makes you to clear this step. So kindly practice this. So practice will be a very good thing for this to clear this step. So don't waste on unknown questions. So yes, guys. So please don't waste on unknown questions. So while you're attending the session, so don't waste on the attending the online test. Don't waste on the time. Don't waste the time on unknown questions. So if you don't know any questions, kindly skip that question when you're attending any tests. So for practice websites, like you can have a look on India Big's exam Veda like that. So these are the So yes, guys, we have previously seen. So what is the topics which we are looking in the aptitude part, the technical and aptitude questions. So now we'll move on to the technical questions. So technical questions in technical aptitude questions. So be strong in every basics. Almost 60% of the questions comes from basics, guys. So this is actually study says so in every like in every exam the questions are mainly from basics. So try to be strong at basics while attending classes. So there'll be faculties will be assisting you. So these are the basics stuffs. So kindly be very good at basics. So the basics, if you are very strong at basics, it will be very helpful for your placements as well as for like test if you attend any apart from any placements. If you attend any exams, it will be very helpful. So prepare the topics based on the organization profile. So guys, actually this is not covered now. So I'll give a overall view. Concentrate on previous year gate questions. So gate is actually a exam, guys, which will be conducted for all the engineering departments. So in which gate means graduate aptitude technical something it will be coming. So this in this exam, so they'll be judging the technical aspect of the each candidate. So if you score good in this exams, you can get a job offer or a job in the central government like POCs. So in that you may get jobs. So it will be very helpful. Try to prepare for this exam, for this gate exam. Use some tricks to remember the formulae. Don't memorize. So guys, it is one more request from my side. So try to remember the formulae. Don't memorize the formulae. Try to make some shortcuts or like some keywords which will be relatable, so that you will not be so you won't forget that formulae. So try to make some keywords or shortcuts like that to remember the formulae, and then practice more questions for better results. So guys, when you practice more, you'll get that if you practice, then you can able to solve the questions easily. So that is what the practice will the effect of practice will be. And also follow the shortcuts for solving. So as I said in the this quantitative part. So if you practice good, so if you practice with shortcuts, so it will be very good for solving. So that's what. Next topic is group discussion. So group discussion is generally a discussion among a group of people. The group will have 8 to 10 members who will express their views frankly, freely, in a friendly manner on a topic of current issue. So guys, this is actually a discussion which will be going in a group of members. So generally, so the group discussion will carry 8 to 10 members, and the time given will be 10 to 15 minutes. In this time, so you should discuss on a topic. They'll be giving some topic in which you should discuss some points on the topic. So this is actually a second round in campus placements. So it is actually a mass elimination round. So aptitude test is also a mass elimination round. So for example, if consider 1,000 people are attending any interview, so if they want to filter the people in first round and second round itself, so they'll be conducting this aptitude test and GD. So this will be a mass elimination round actually. And communication with team members, managers, and also with the most important customers or clients. So these are very important these days. So guys, if you're good at communication, so this is actually this is the group discussion will judge the communication skills. We also the judge the communication skills. So this will helpful when it will be like when you are coming into any industry. So communicating with team members or managers. So So these skills will be judged. So these kind of skills, how you are communicating, able to communicate or not. So these skills will be judged in the group discussion. So a person should have good communication skills and also GD skills. So the basic I'm coming to say that so the basic requirement of the group discussion is a good communication skill. So what are all the skills are judged in group discussion? So how good you are at communication with others, how you behave and interact with the group. So your behavior skills also will be judged in the group discussion, and also how open-minded you are, like how openly you're speaking with the group, how openly you're talking the points about the topic in the group, and also your listening skills, how you're listening the points which will be put forward by the other members in the panel. So that is also judged in terms of listening skills. So and also your leadership and decision making skills. So if you're they are giving any topic in group discussion, so if you're starting the discussion, so if you're leading, it is like if you're starting at the first, so it will be like you're leading the team. So the team leading skill will be judged there. So that your leadership skills also will be judged, and your decision making skills and your analytical skills about the topic. So analytical skills in the sense, so you should speak the statistics about the topic. So analytical skills comes into there. So you should speak about the statistics. For example, if you're speaking about the education system in India, so you should talk about which state is good at literacy rate and which state is very bad at literacy rate. And also you should talk about the percentage of you should categorize the age category, like for the up to 15 to 18 in between the 15 to 18 age of people. So these much percentage of the people they have got literacy rate in so and so states. So like that you have to speak with the statistics. And then coming to the critical thinking. So critical thinking, so thinking out of box, guys. So you have to think out of the box, and then your attitude also comes into there. So and also the confidence level. So if you speak with confidence, so if you speak false statements also. So if you speak with some confidence level, good confidence level, so it will be shown as like it will be truth to the panel members. So good confidence level is also very must. Then so next is interview. So interview is nothing but a meeting with an objective, guys. So employee's objective is to find the best person for the job. So and the students want to get a good offer in the reputed companies. So that is the objective of the student and as well as employer. So can you do the job? Skills, abilities, and qualifications. So can it do the job? So it should explain in a way that your skills, abilities, and the qualifications. So will you do the job? It should show. So will you fit into the organization? It talks about personality. So you must prove that you are best fit for the role. So you should impress the employer and assess the question on offer letter. So this is about the interview, guys. The basic interview things. First is first impressions are very powerful. So guys, if you are attending any interview, so first when you are attending interview, so if you're facing the HR interview or any interviews, so first give a smile on your face. So it gives a good impression on you. So first give a smile, then greet them like good morning or good evening or good afternoon. So whatever it may be, so you should greet them and you should give a good smile in your face. So that gives a good impression on you. Then build confidence. So when you're talking, you should follow up with good communication skills as well as with good confidence level. So with good confidence level, you can win that interview. So speak louder and boldly. So guys, kindly speak a bit louder and also boldly. take your time and relax. Don't be nervous, lack of confidence. So guys, so if they are asking any questions, so if you don't know the answer, you can ask them like, sir or ma'am, so can you give me a few seconds, I'll come up with the answer. So you can take time and relax, and then you can answer the question. So don't be nervous, guys. If you're nervous, it shows that your lack of confidence level. So if you're nervous, it will be a very it creates a bad impression on you. So dress up smartly. So the first and foremost thing, guys. So if you are attending for any interview, you should dress up like formal attire. So it will be very it will be a mandatory. It should be a mandatory thing when you are attending the interview. You should be looks like a you should look like a professional. So like if you want to like I can give you example. So if you are attending any interview, so you if you are wearing any brown shoe, so you should also wear the brown belt. So that is the format. So if your belt color and your shoe color should match. So if you are wearing any black belt, so you should also wear the black shoe, like that. So you can also wear a tie if you want to look more professional. So that is about the dressing part. And also coming so as I said, smile and make eye contact. So that is the foremost thing, guys. So when you start interview, so you should give a smile on your face and make eye contact with the interviewer person. So what's and then coming to the next, what's body language of the interviewer. So guys, watch the body language of the interviewer and then answer the questions. Then show up some modulations. So while speaking, so give some modulations. Don't speak in the like in the straight away. So give up some modulations and expression in your face, and also show up some hand actions. So that will be very good. So if you do like that, it will be very impressive. Try to avoid fillers like like okay, right. So try to avoid fillers, guys. Fillers come into account when you lack of any information. So when you are lacking any information, so you'll be getting these kind of fillers. So try to avoid fillers. So fillers leads to lack of the reason behind the fillers is lack of information. So how to prepare for placement drives? So guys, the good communication skills, good basic subject knowledge, technical courses and certifications, academic activities. So we are going to discuss each topic coming forward. So these are the main topics you should focus on: technical courses and certifications, academic activities like in-plan trainings, and then internships, paper publications, analyzing the current industry needs. This is the most important topic, guys. You should analyze the what are all the current industry needs, and then you should prepare with the mini projects, final year projects, and industrial projects. Then coming to that, as I said, so you should participate in extracurricular activities. So that is also a good. They'll expect that if you're good at apart from curriculum what you have done, so they'll also see that also. So active member in clubs, like, so there are various clubs. So for example, I have given some clubs names. So SA means Society of Automotive Engineers. So that is mainly deals with the automobile part. So that club is mainly belongs to mechanical engineering. So in that club they'll be fabricating designing and fabricating the racing cars and go-kart vehicles, e-bikes, and e-vehicles, like that. So CPC is Coimbatore Productivity Council, and IAF is Institute of Indian Foundrymen Club, and AME is Association of Mechanical Engineers. R&A is Robotics and Automation Club. IEEE is it is actually some other club which is related to EEE, I think. And in energy club is actually related to mechanical. So, guys, kindly make involved. You should involve in many clubs. So, apart from these clubs, we have also NSS team in our college. So, they will be organizing blood donation camps in association with Coimbatore government hospitals, like that. So when I was in college, we have organized a blood donation camp in association with Coimbatore Government Hospital, and also we have done a rally on awareness for global warming. So guys, please, so please show up some leadership skills like this. So make yourself in a good participator in all the events. And coming to the last point, learning additional languages like French, German is like another feather on the cap. So, guys, if you find any time or if you're interested to learn languages, so kindly learn. So, if you're going for Robert Bosch, so if you're having German language, sorry. So if you're, for example, if you're going for Robert Bosch, if you're having German language certification with you, so they'll give priority for you. So like if some other person is attending the interview without any language certification. So if you're having any language certification with you, so they'll give priority for you guys. So it is actually a German-based company, so they'll look these kind of certifications from you. So try to do some language certifications, guys. So it'll add some extra credits to you. So next, so good communication skills. So how can I develop good communication skills? So first and foremost thing is avoid speaking in Tamil in college. So start speaking in English. You will get the fluency when you practice. So, guys, if you talk in English, then only you'll be able to get that fluency. So, if you don't talk in English, so you'll not get that fluency. So, try to communicate with each other, your mates or your friends in English, and then prepare the notes before communicating and act accordingly. So, guys, if you want to like if you are giving any stage talks like that, snap talks like that, so kindly prepare the notes before communicating or before giving the speech. So take notes and then prepare well, and then you can give the speech. So then make eye contact with others. So while communicating with others, the most important thing is eye contact. So you should make good eye contact with others, then listen the other statements carefully. So, for example, in the interview, for example, if you take in the case of interview, so if the interviewer asks some questions, so you should listen carefully. So you should listen the question carefully and then answer for that question. So know what to speak and what not to. So guys, if they are asking some questions, so know what to speak and what not to speak. Then speak louder and speak with full of confidence level. So this is actually a repeating point. So as I said, you should speak louder and boldly with good confidence level. Maintain good body language. So guys, you should be you should behave like a professional engineering student. So you should maintain good body language while attending the interview. Use the hand actions and expressions for impressions. So it is again the repeating point, guys. So use hand actions and the expressions and modulations for impression, creating good impressions. So courses and certifications. So, guys, apart from curriculum, so our college is mainly organizing or like they'll be helping with the platforms like NPTEL, Coursera, Udemy, and lot of platforms are there. You can Google out to do. You can do many online courses in these platforms. So it will be adding extra credit to you. So if you're doing any extra certifications, so they'll be it is actually a extra credit like a credit. So they'll be impressed. The employer will be impressed. Like this person has done these kind of certifications. So we can recruit this guy. So they'll give priority to the guys those who have done extra certifications. So if you do extra courses apart from the academic, it will be add you it will add you credits. So as I said, so it will add credits to you. Certifications on new technologies and softwares and programming languages. So as I mentioned, guys, so you should do some certifications on new technologies and the softwares and then programming languages. So if you have any clarifications or doubt, you can contact me or can contact your advisor or placement coordinators. So they'll help out. So if you want to do any extra certifications or any any learning, you're keen in learning any new technologies, you can contact your advisors or your placement coordinators, or else you can contact me also. I can suggest some courses if you want. Then new blooming technologies like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, SAP, cloud computing, big data analytics, Industry 4.0, etc. So these are the new technologies, guys, which are blooming in the industry market. So Internet of Things, artificial intelligence. So like Internet of Things is like, so for example, I can give you example for Internet of Things. So so it is like if you're switching on some motor to fill the water in your tank. So if after filling, it should turn your the water motor. You should turn it off automatically. So at the certain limit, so it can be controlled with the help of our mobile phones with the app development. So at some point of time, Internet of Things, what it helps to this is, so you can be anywhere, so you can operate the switching on or switching off the motor from anywhere if you are connected with a good internet. So if you are connected with the internet, you can operate these things, and you can fill your water to the motor, water to the tank with the help of the switching on the motor. So this is the thing, for example of Internet of Things. So these kind of technologies we are blooming in. So for this is the example for Internet of Things, guys. So mechanical softwares like CATIA, Wi-Fi, Hypermesh, Unigraphics, NX, SolidWorks, Creo, ANSYS, Workbench. So guys, actually I'm into the design field. So now I'm into the automobile design part. So we are using CATIA Wi-Fi in Value. So in Robert Bosch, I think they are using Unigraphics, and in Mercedes-Benz, that is R&D center in Bangalore, they are also using Unigraphics NX software for their design purpose. So you can learn this. Actually, you'll be getting SolidWorks, Creo in your curriculum itself. So apart from this, you can learn CATIA, Wi-Fi, or any graphics like that. It will be very adding credit to your placement things. So programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python. So these are the programming, some of the programming languages, guys. So you can do some certifications on this course, programming languages as well. So coming to projects. So projects are three types. There are three types of projects, guys. So one is mini project. So usually you'll do it in third year of your course. It is a simple project. You'll not get very deep into analyzing it. So it is actually a small project, guys. That's why we name it as a mini project. Usually you'll do it in third year of your engineering period. So then coming to the academic final year project. So final year project, you can do it by under guidance of any faculty members, or and you can opt for industrial projects also. So you can do your final year project with the help of your faculty members, or you can do in the as industrial projects also. Apart from this, you can be a member in SAE club where a lot of automobile projects will be done in our college itself. So, guys, as I mentioned, Society of Automotive Engineers Club. So, this club is a vibrant club in mechanical department. So, this club will organize various events. So, actually, yearly once they'll be conducting various events, like they'll be conducting the events in VITs and IITs, so that so this is the chance you'll be getting to enter into IIT or VIT, like NA and also NATs. So kindly make use of these opportunities. So and then coming to the next point, it gives extra credits if you presented the projects in symposiums or international conference which will be conducted in NITs, IITs. So guys, so if you're doing any project, so you should present it in, you can present this type of projects in symposium. Symposiums are nothing but mm, they are conducting, it's like what I'm coming to say is symposiums are nothing but each college will conduct a symposium in which they'll be conducting various of technical and non-technical events. So technical events in the sense like paper presentations. So once you are into like second year or third year, you'll be coming to know what is meant by symposiums and how to participate in all the events. So international conference. So there also you can present your project works. So which will be adding the credits. So mainly you can focus on the IITs and NITs and other reputed universities. So to present the projects. So internship and in-plant trainings. So internship is nothing but a period of work experience offered by an organization for a limited period of time. So it is actually so without any pay. So this is called as internship, guys. So this is called as internship for a full-time employee. So this is what is meant by internship. So this is the clear definition of it. So coming to in-plant training. So in-plant training is a short duration of training course for students to develop their skills and get industrial knowledge which will help you to understand what it actually happens in the industry. So in-plant training is nothing but it is actually a training course. So when you are visiting any industry, so they'll give some trainings like what are all the process they're doing in their industry. So which will develop your skills on the industrial knowledge. So that is what in-plant training is, and these trainings are mandatory, and you'll get more knowledge on industry aspects. So these in-plant trainings, I think in second year it is a mandatory thing. So you should do, you must do this in-plant trainings and internships as a part of your engineering. So keep a LinkedIn profile updated always. So guys, as you have Instagram account, Facebook account, and WhatsApp account, so like that, you should have a LinkedIn account. So what is meant by LinkedIn is actually a platform in which you'll be updating your biodata and your courses and your project certifications and your skills like that. So it is actually a replacement of resume, I can say. So in which there is no need of resume nowadays. So they'll be seeing your LinkedIn profile and they'll be conducting the interviews nowadays. So kindly please make a LinkedIn profile. So which you can, if you don't know the LinkedIn, what is meant by LinkedIn, you can Google how to create. There are some YouTube videos also available how to make a good LinkedIn profile. So you can look onto the videos and then you can create the LinkedIn profile. So nowadays, virtual profile selections and interviews are going on through LinkedIn platform. So guys, so it is my humble request. So try to please make a LinkedIn profile. So it will be very helpful. So when you attend some interviews. So industry needs. So autonomous institutions create the syllabi with collaboration with industries. So guys, the benefit of autonomous institutions. So every year there'll be for each semester. So they'll be interacting with some reputed industries. So what are all the current industry needs? So based on the needs, they'll create your syllabus, that is curriculum. So it will be a very helpful when you study in autonomous institution. So you can be a industry ready person when you come out of the college. So that is the main advantage of autonomous institution and their curriculum to make the industry ready engineers more into practical sessions compared to theory. So guys, now our curriculum is coming with theory with come lab, theory come lab. So it is very helpful for you like to gain more practical knowledge on the subjects. Revolution of industry 4.0 is going on. Kindly concentrate on that. So guys, you can google out what is meant by industry 4.0. So these are the blooming technology industry 4.0 in the sense. So it will be the IoT, AI, big data analytics. So these are the main topics which will be coming under Industry 4.0. So you can focus on this topic. This will be the future of IT industry. So effective communication skills. So industry they will expect effective communication skills, and also the good basic subject knowledge, and also the good project works in their course. So you should do the good project works, innovative project works they'll expect from you. And also the projects like mobile app development, web development, like that. So you can develop the mobile apps, or else you can develop the websites with the help of HTML. HTML is actually the backend of if you are good at HTML, you can create the web applications, web development, like that. So if you want to do any web development like that, so you can start learning HTML course. So guys, I think we have came to an end. So these are my contact details. You can contact me. If you have any doubts, you can drop me a mail. So this is my college, this is my office mail ID. So this is my personal mail ID. You can drop a mail to my personal mail ID if you have any queries. So this is my WhatsApp number, guys. And if you want to do any like if you have any clarifications or any suggestions, like if you want any help from me, you can contact me in link like WhatsApp. This is the first number is my WhatsApp number, this number. And then for calling, you can call me on this number. So then you can connect. If you created any LinkedIn profile, you can connect with me. So this is my LinkedIn profile link. So this is the details, guys. You can kindly take a note, or you can take a snap if you want. So guys, I think this is not a live interactive session. If you have any questions or any clarifications, you can drop me a mail, or you can ping me in the WhatsApp, or else you can text me. So I think we have came to an end. So guys, apart from this, I'll be sharing the feedback form to you at the end of the end of the video. So below the description link, I'll be sharing the feedback form link. So kindly please fill the feedback form. So with that feedback form, I can improve myself. I can focus on my negative parts where I can improve myself. So guys, thanks for the. I think I would like to thank the Jaisuda ma'am of placement team, and then I would like to thank Janet ma'am, our principal ma'am, for kindly giving this opportunity to present this session. And also I'd like to thank Ashok Vardhanan sir of mechanical department. So thank you all the staff members and the students, those who cooperated for this session. And also I'd like to thank for the opportunity given to me to present this session. So, guys, if you have again, I'm saying if you have any doubts or clarifications, you can contact me. So, guys, thank you very much. Thanks for your cooperation. Thank you.